Good morning, friends. My name is Mia and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we will be doing a 24-hour reading challenge. I love doing these. They're so much fun. I do have a couple of books that I would like to read during the challenge. I did prep. This house makes so many noises, so I'm apologizing. I don't have my mic in, so sorry. I might go outside and walk around a little bit, get some fresh air at some point. I also have these really nice seats in my backyard, so maybe I'll sit outside if it's not too cold. But let me show you the books I picked out for the challenge. The first book that I might pick up during this challenge is Nocturne by Alyssa Wees. I'm actually reading this for another video, but I would love to finish it today. The other book I have is The Infinity Alchemist by Kacen Callender, and I also have Between Friends and Lovers by Shirlene Abuobi. Then we have The Rainfall Market by Yugen Guang. This actually was featured in my March TBR video, along with Skin by Evie Zaboy. Then for a graphic novel pick, I have King of Cheer, and I believe this is like in this graphic novel series. And then the last book I have is actually a romance pick, and it's Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. It is currently 9:45. I'm gonna start this challenge at 10 a.m. So I'm just gonna prep my little reading area and then we'll get into the reading. Update time. I am a little over 50% of the way through The Rainfall Market, so I figured I would just tell you a little bit about the book. So there is this magical rainfall market, and there are rumors that have been going around talking about what this rainfall market actually is. With the rainfall market, you are supposed to write a detailed letter about all of your misfortunes, and you leave it at the rainfall market. If you do leave a letter at the rainfall market, you might be able to get a ticket, and you're supposed to return this ticket on the first day of the rainy season. And at this rainfall market, you are able to change your life. And so in this book, we're following Surin, and she has grown up in a very poor household. Her father passed away. She doesn't really have much going on, and she doesn't really have a lot of friends. She's kind of lonely. She sent a letter with all her misfortunes to the rainfall market. She got a ticket saying that she can gain entry. She just has to be there on the first day of the rainy season. And so she gets there and she learns about this entirely new world. For her, she actually got the golden ticket, and basically that means you can enter multiple different worlds or scenarios, and how you obtain these different worlds is through these orbs or Decobie orbs, and you have to get them from a Decobie. And these people, or these magical beings, have some really cool magical powers. Within the rainfall market, there are rules that you have to follow. One major rule is that you have to leave the rainfall market before the rainy season ends, or else your life will be vanished. We're kind of following Surin as she is kind of taking a glance into all of these different worlds. I would say that if you liked The Midnight Library or Before the Coffee Gets Cold, like, this is a good mixture between the two of these. I'm really liking the writing style. It's very easy to understand. I liked the magical aspects of this book and learning about all of the Decobie's different powers. She also has a magical cat named Issa, and the magical cat Issa is actually something that comes with the golden ticket. I think the premise is very interesting. All of the different places and all of the different scenarios that our main character is visiting, I also find interesting. I love that the author put like all of the different characters in the front of the book. They're all like descriptions, especially like all of the Decobis, like it's described all of their magical powers and everything, so I feel like that's really helpful. Also, the cover is just very pretty and it's giving very like cozy vibes. I think after I finish this book though, I'm gonna do some cleaning around the house, so I'm gonna probably start an audiobook, but I'm gonna continue reading and I will update you guys when I move on to the next book. Not using the friendly cat as a weapon. Okay, so update time. We finished the first book of this challenge. I'm gonna give my final rating on this book at the end of the video. I currently have 21 hours left of the challenge. Excuse my crack phone. This is my old phone and I just use it for videos like these. Now I have to pick out my next book, but I just don't know what I want to do yet, because right now I do want to clean up the house a little bit and I also want to film some TikToks. So I think we're gonna listen to an audiobook for a little bit as I clean the house at least. I'm thinking either Rhythms Blues or The Infinity Alchemist or an audiobook ARC that I just received. So I'm gonna figure out what audiobook I'm gonna listen to and then I will update you guys when I get further into the book. This man knows what he wants, friends. He knows what he wants. And you know what? I appreciate that. The girls are fighting. They fight now. They are fighting. Okay, hi friends, so update time. I just finished cleaning and I filmed a TikTok, which took longer than expected, but you know, I was okay with that. If you're not already following me on TikTok, definitely should. It's linked somewhere on the bottom. By this point, the TikTok's already up, so I'll just put a little clip of me doing it on the side here. But this is the TikTok I was working on. We're gonna go for a little bit of a walk. I'm gonna continue listening to Rhythms Blues, by Kimberly Brown. I'm really liking it so far. So much drama is happening and it's keeping me engaged. I'm gonna go put some shoes on. I'm also gonna straighten up a little bit in this room because I did take out a lot of books, so I just want to put them all back, and then we will head out for our walk. I'm gonna stop at the store because I want to get some energy drinks because we don't have any, and it's getting later in the day, so I might need a little pick-me-up. So I'm gonna go to Western Beef, which is Ratte, and then we're probably just gonna turn back around. They didn't have any energy drinks at the Western Beef, so I think we're gonna go to the CVS. It's like literally, I can see it from here. So I know for sure CVS has it, so that's where we're going now. So it's been really nice outside for the past couple of days. Well, I'm getting my steps in. Update time. I'm back home and I did grab not one but 2 Red Bulls. I wanted to try this flavor. You can't really see it, but it's wild berries. And then I got this sugar-free watermelon flavor. And then I did get an Olipop. I'm gonna stick these in the fridge. So I have 19 hours left of this challenge and I am 44% of the way through the book. I'll give you guys an update when I'm at like the halfway point, but so far I am enjoying it. It is so messy, so messy. I'm having a good time. Now I'm kind of peckish, so I think I'm gonna make something to eat. As I was walking back here, I was starting to get like a little bit of a headache, so I was like, I need to eat something because I haven't eaten all day. Before we figure out what we're eating, I'm gonna crack open this Olipop. It's very light on the apple, I will say. Did anyone taste the banana flavor one? I've never seen the banana flavored Olipops before. I was tempted, but I also remembered that I'm not a big fan of bananas, so I was like, maybe not for me. But if anyone has tried the banana flavored Olipops, let me know. Is it good? Is it bad? Okay, let's make some food. Oh no. Oh no. Parents are funny, okay?
Started the homes. Oh, service so good.
Oh my gosh, these people are funny. Oh no. Raheem is the worst. Like All right, friends, I have completed the second book in this 24-hour reading challenge. I finished Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown. So this book follows Rhythm, who is an occupational therapist. She has been the longtime girlfriend of this very successful rapper, Raheem. They've been dating for about 3 years, I think. Raheem is very self-centered and his ego is like all over the place. He's very disrespectful to her and to their relationship. Rhythm starts to notice this. And in the beginning, she's like having a hard time with letting this relationship go. But she ends up breaking it off because of some other truths that have been revealed throughout the book. She ends up having a one-night stand with this guy named Channing. He is a music producer. A couple of days later, Rhythm and Raheem attend this party for his music. And guess who shows up at the party? Channing. And guess who helped produce Raheem's music? Channing. And so this whole dynamic gets really messy really quickly. I really enjoyed this book because I felt like I was watching all of this drama and mess unfold. I loved the dynamic between Channing and Rhythm. I really loved their relationship throughout the book, and just the fact that Rhythm and Channing are always there for each other, even when stuff like hit the fan, like they were still together. I really liked that aspect. I also loved Channing's grandmother and his mother, and just the love that they all have for each other. And I also really love Rhythm's parents too, but specifically her dad is hilarious and reminded me a lot of my dad. Anyway, I'm gonna give my rating at the end of this video, but we have to pick out our next book. So out of the books that I mentioned earlier, these are the 3 I have left. We have The Infinity Alchemist, Skin, and King Cheer. But listen, I'm not in the mood to read these right now, so we're gonna head into the reading room and pick out our next book. Okay, so I'm kind of in the mood for like a thriller or a horror book. Out of all the books on my TBR cart, I have 2 options. The first one is Do What Godmother Says by Ella Stratton. I really loved her other book called Not So Perfect Strangers. If you haven't read that, highly recommend picking it up. And then my other option is a book that I just recently picked up from the library, and that is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I have read some other Tiffany D. Jackson books in the past. Specifically, my favorite one is Grown, and that's also young adult. That one, oof, that one hurt. Like, I boo-hooed reading that book. Oh, I do have one more horror book too that I could read. I also have Horror Movie by Paul Tremblay. This also sounds interesting. I don't know. I am going to put a poll up on TikTok and let them choose because I can't decide. And in the meantime, we're gonna pick up a graphic novel. I have 2 graphic novels that I want to read. The first one was King Cheer, which you already saw, but I have an ARC copy of a graphic novel, and I think it's called We Could Be Magic. I believe it's either middle grade or young adult, so we might dive into that while we wait and see what everyone thinks I should read next. So I'm gonna let that video sit for a little bit and see what people say, but in the meantime, I'm gonna pick up this graphic novel that I got from NetGalley and read that. Sadly though, I can't get it on my Kindle, so I have to read it on my phone, so I'll check back in when I'm done with it. Hey, don't be beating up my book.
Where the books at? Whoa! Oh, wrong way. And read these books. Come on, everybody. Look at all these books.
Okay, update time. Just finished this graphic novel here. It was super cute. It's a young adult graphic novel that I believe is coming out in June. I'm definitely going to purchase this when it comes out. If you're into graphic novels like myself, definitely check this out. I'll put the date when it's released, but that was a really cute one. I did check TikTok, and the winner is White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. This was an overwhelming yes. Sorry. I have a feeling I'm gonna go to sleep soon because it is currently 12:52, so it's almost 1 a.m. and I have about 13 hours left of this challenge, or Our next update will probably be in the morning. See you in the AM. Hi friends, so update time. I'm about 73% of the way through White Smoke. I have about 10 hours left of this challenge. This is a young adult horror book, and we're following Marigold, who is our main character in the story. We're following her in the beginning as her entire family moves to a different town. They move into this really big house. When Marigold first gets to this house, she notices that things are very strange. Nothing is as it seems. Weird things are going on, and there are no real explanations to it at this point in the book. We see Marigold try to adapt to her new environment. She goes to a new school and meets all these new people. She also becomes really good friends with this boy named Yusuf, who also attends the same school as her, and he kind of gives her the 411 on what this town is about and all of the things that he knows about the house she lives in. We learn that Marigold suffers from anxiety, so when things do happen and she notices it, her family doesn't really believe her. She also has a younger brother, and then she also has a stepsister. And the stepsister is kind of also acting very strange. As they live in this house, the family dynamic starts to change. I will say that I could tell from the beginning where the book was going, but I am interested to see if anything else crazy is going to happen in the book. There was one thing that I did guess that did happen, but like I said, we have a couple of more pages left in the book, so I think something else bigger is going to happen. It's very good. I love the writing style. It's very quick and it does keep you on the edge of your seat, which I appreciate. But I'm going to continue reading this. I haven't really updated you guys too much because I was so into the book. But we're just going to continue reading and then I will check back in when I'm done and we're ready to pick the next book. More. This book is already 374 pages long and I wanted another 100 pages. So good, so good. Fourth book of this challenge has been completed. Yay! I have about 8 hours and 13 minutes left of this challenge. So now since we finished our fourth book, we're gonna pick out one more and I think that will be the final book for this challenge. I picked out 4 options to choose from. First one is Skin by Ibi Zoboi, King Cheer. We have Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams, or Her Night at the Museum by Bryn Donovan. I genuinely don't know what to pick right now, so I'm gonna do some research on both of these books and then decide. I'm sorry, this book is so silly. It is so silly. I think the premise is just a little insane in this book. Like, homegirl was already having feelings for this statue, and I was like, it's a statue. This is not what I was picturing when reading this book. Has anyone read this? Such a weird premise, but I think this is what I needed. Hey everyone, I am just coming on here to wrap up this video and just give you my final thoughts on the books I read during this challenge. The first book I read for this challenge was The Rainfall Market by Yu Yang Guang, and my final rating is a 3.75. The next book I read was Rhythms Blues by Kimberly Brown, and I gave this book a 4-star. Highly recommend. And I ended up reading this cute graphic novel, and I also gave this 4 stars. It's coming out June 3rd, so definitely take a look out for it when it does come out because this was just so cute. The next book I read was White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I gave this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed this one. Definitely scared me. Gave me the heebie-jeebies. And then this book, technically, I got to chapter 5 during the challenge, but I did end up finishing the book. I'm gonna give this book a 3-star. I thought this was okay. As you saw in the video, there were some parts that were just really funny and really strange, especially that beginning section where she was like already sexually attracted to the statue before the statue came to life. Like, I was like, maybe not for me. But once I got past that, I was intrigued by the storyline and everything. But boy, oh boy, was that beginning really freaked me out. I definitely wasn't expecting the plot to go that way. But overall, it was fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely click the like button down below. And if you're not already, which you should, definitely subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get notified when I post. Anyway, keep on reading, y'all.